Hello everyone, I'm in Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia, and I'm Sophie. This is the book that I'll be sharing from, Nothing Changes, Everything Changes. This is by my guru, His Eminence, the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. I'll be sharing from page 95, What Happens When the Moment of Anger is Over? And as usual, I will go to a scene. There you go. Something that I thought symbolically looks like it's asking for forgiveness. Okay, page 95. What happens when the moment of anger is over? So therefore, people who can face up to their mistakes and confess, they are not confessing to the guru. They are not confessing to us. They are confessing to themselves. And when they can confess to themselves and they can face up to it, there's growth. You see, sometimes when we admit our mistakes, people may react negatively or positively to us, and we may say, well, I confessed, and they are still nasty to me. That's not the point. The confession is not how they react to you. It's you facing up to what you have done out of your anger and hatred and jealousy and desire. Because we all have that. We all have jealousy, anger, and hatred at some time in our lives. But when we get angry, when we get jealous, or we get revenge, and we fight, at that moment, it's very good. But what about when we calm down? Do we want to be accepted back? Do we want people to love us? Or do we want us to be estranged? Because you see, anger is impermanent. We don't want anger. Disharmony is impermanent. But once that's over, where will we be? And that's more important than the moment of anger. So, when I get angry, I always think, do I want to go this far? Do I want to carry it that far? Do I want to do this? Because why? I know the next day or the next hour or the next minute, my anger is going to go down. And when it does go down, how do I feel? How will people accept me? Will they feel the same about me, or will they lose respect for me? And that's what very scary. So when we want to go have fun and we abandon our family, after the fun, we still have to come back to our family. Do we wear away at their respect? Do we wear away at our husband's respect, our wife's respect? Do we wear it away that when we come back after our fun, our anger, whatever we're doing, do they still respect us? And if we work so hard and we have so much and the family doesn't respect us, what's the point? Then the kids grow up empty. I know that. I come from a broken family. I've been adopted twice over. I ran away from home when I was 15 due to heavy abuse. I came from a very, very difficult background. I'm not talking about coming from a golden childhood, so I know what it is to have parents or not to have parents. I know what it is. So my point is, this is not criticism. You come here on a Sunday afternoon and evening. You could be watching TV. You could be sitting at home relaxing. You could be driving around, playing golf or whatever you're doing, but you've taken 2-3 hours out to listen to wisdom. This one helps you. This one helps your family. This one helps your wife. This one helps your husband. This one helps yourself. Why? I will speak about wisdom and how we grew up in life is people giving us knowledge from the time we were born, from our kind, beautiful parents to our teachers in school, and to our elders and our aunties and uncles who give us wisdom. All this has formed us to what we are now, and even people who have harmed us have given us tremendous kindness because they teach us how our mind reacts. Geraldine, page 97. So we have a wonderful Dharma center now, aircon, beautiful floor, beautiful images of the Buddha. This didn't manifest because of me. This manifested because of everybody's hard work, the committees, the liaisons, the volunteers, the staff, all the people who worked past, present, and future. But because of this manifested, but before all this manifested, there were a few people who stuck by my side 24 hours a day and worked very, very hard. They are on my back and call 24 hours a day. And if anybody knows me intimately, I'm a very demanding, difficult person. Once you join me, you can say goodbye to personal freedom. I have a middle name. It's called Tyrant. Yes, I'm a drill sergeant. I'm a tyrant. I'm a monster. And I have no sense of time, order, or freedom for anyone. Once you join me, that's it. That's it. A few people tried to protest and make noise. Futile. Futile. Doesn't work. So my point is this. Geraldine and Chia, and there are a few others, but I'm just mentioning these two, have been with me for many, many years and worked side by side with me. They are my valet, they are my butler, they are my driver, they are my court jester. Yes, they get my food, they are my cook. Don't have Geraldine cook for you, but never mind. They are my shopper. If I get pissed off, they are the object I throw things at. Excuse me. I mean, they take all the abuse. And not just mine. They have to take abuse of a lot of people who come. And then when one person asks them a question, you think that your question is solved. You're happy. But you see, they have to answer the same question for hundreds and hundreds of people, year after year after year. And they always have to have a smiling face. They always have to be perfect. They cannot have their bad days. They cannot have that time of the month. They cannot have difficulties. They cannot frown. They have to be perfect. So people like Geraldine and Chia have to be perfect. And they can't sleep. And they can't have any emotions. And they can't have any anger. And they can't show anything wrong because they have to be perfect. Why? When they face all of you, if 100 of you have experienced their kindness, but one person has experienced their bad hair day, then everybody is going to make noise. Oh, why like that? Why like that? Why Dharma like that? Why people like that? Why their assistants like that? But you have to understand, my assistants are people too. They have limits too. They work very hard also. And they don't deal with one person. They have to deal with many people. And Geraldine and Chia, for many, many years, didn't have a salary, didn't have a sponsor, and we live very, very frugally. You should see the car we drove in for years. It's not even a car. And there were many times the car just doesn't run and doesn't move. I'm not kidding. One time, they were taking me to Mid Valley Shopping Mall. Just a couple of 100 meters before Mid Valley, it just stopped. That's it. It just stopped. Why? Nothing. Not like your sophisticated car where it goes beep, no engine oil, beep, no battery. It just stopped. So Geraldine, Chia, and I had to combine our psychic powers to figure out what's going on. Yeah, for years. For years, we lived in a little crappy small apartments and ate bread. Don't look at Geraldine. She had bread and butter too. She somehow snuck some butter into her diet. And for years, we just wandered around on buses going to Singapore here and there, teaching the Dharma and spreading the Dharma. But we had a dream, which was to bring the Holy Dharma to the educated, wonderful people of Malaysia. So Geraldine physically was not here for 2 years, but mentally she was, I believe that. And therefore, Geraldine was angry before, and Geraldine was not happy about some things before. And then she decided to manifest that anger by going away and by protesting and saying this and that. But I don't see that as bad. I see that as normal. All of us do that. All of us have done that. All of us need that. I don't think anyone here has the right to forgive her, not even me. I don't think it is about forgiveness. I think this is about a person who says, look, I did things this way and it's not the right way, and I'm going to do something else. And I think this type of person is not confessing, or is not on trial, or is not here to prostrate to a big guru from Tibet and have him say, oh, you're forgiven. This person is practicing Dharma right now. And I think this person shows us a good example. Yes, this person shows me and all of us a good example. And it is wonderful that someone can say, I made a mistake. All of us are superstars. Page 99. And let me add one more thing to that. Most of us in this room, except a few of us, are Malaysian. And for Malaysian people, with respect, face is a very big thing. Not to be wrong in public, although you're wrong, and everybody knows you're wrong. Not to be wrong with your friends, with your family, although everybody knows you're wrong and silly, but to give you face that you're not wrong. Why? If you lose face, you lose everything. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But in a Malaysian society, losing face is a very big thing. And for someone in a Malaysian society to come out and say, I'm wrong, in front of hundreds of people, and people you don't even know and people you do know, is Dharma. Why is it Dharma? It's not about forgiveness, all wrong, all right. It's about moving on. It's about benefiting others. And it's about when one of us feels down. It's okay. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to make mistakes. It's all right to be angry. It's all right. Do you know why? Because we are not Buddhas. So what we need to do is we need to support and help and care and love everyone. Geraldine is requesting her work to continue again with Dharma, but her Dharma work has never stopped. Why has it never stopped? Because if it wasn't for people like Geraldine, we would not have what we have now. Definitely not. And I'm not complimenting her. I'm not complimenting anyone. Do you think Sam Rinpoche can do all this by himself? Definitely not. I can just teach Dharma. That's about it. So my point is this. Dharma practice is when someone improves their mind, when someone grows and someone expands. And you know what happens? They don't lose. They are not forgiven. They win. And they accept themselves and they grow. And when they grow, the Dharma grows. It takes one person, another person, another person. When we don't all have to be so dramatic and come up with flowers and all these things and blah, 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 and then make a big speech and song and dance and tears and tissues and Kleenex. We all don't need to do that. But what we need to do is when we all make a mistake, and we all do, and we all will again and again, face up to it and make a change. And that's all that matters. Of course, Geraldine's welcome. She's never been unwelcome. No one's unwelcome. In the house of Buddha, how can anyone be unwelcome? So I commend Geraldine for practicing Dharma. I commend Geraldine for facing up to herself. I commend Geraldine for all her help in the Dharma in the past. without which all this would not be possible. No one can sit on a throne gloriously proclaiming the Dharma and never reflecting on the kindness of others and what they have done. All of us are superstars, and all of us have a job, and all of us can combine to spread the Dharma, and we need each other to do that, to do it. And with that, I end the sharing session and basically the book itself. The next session I would be sharing from the appendix, which is something very beautiful. So you do have to come back and find out what it is. And as Rinpoche said, apologizing is a way of realizing our own mistake. It is a way that we admit, take responsibility, and try to change. So that is a very important step that we need to take so that we face up to ourselves. It's not actually the other person, basically it's ourselves. We need to admit to ourselves that we make the mistakes, and that is letting go of ego, and that is very important. So thank you for sharing your time with me, and I will end this with a completion dedication in English. May the precious body mind, where it is not born, arise and grow. May that born have no decline, but increase forevermore. May the precious emptiness, may it is not born, arise and grow. May that born have no decline, but increase forevermore. May this merit accumulated by myself and others beneficially serve all sentient beings and the Buddha Dharma, and especially may the essential teachings of the unerring Master Tsongkhapa become clear and enduring. In all my rebirths, may I not be parted from perfect gurus. Let me enjoy the abundance of the Dharma, perfecting the qualities, stages, and paths. May I quickly attain the rank of Vajradhara Buddha. By this virtue, may I quickly realize Guru Buddhahood and transfer each sentient being into that enlightened state. May all conducive conditions arise and all obstacles be pacified in order to increase infinitely the doctrine of the spiritual king Tsongkhapa. By the merits of the 3 times of myself and others, may the doctrine of Lama Tsongkhapa blaze forever. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may the 3 jewels grant us their blessing. May they help us to achieve all realizations and sprinkle the paths of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness. May the holy teachers have long lives. May the enlightened activities be fully displayed in the 10 directions. And may the brightness of the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa continuously dissipate the veil of darkness covering the beings of the 3 realms. In this land surrounded by snow mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. May your lotus feet, O powerful Charanzik Tenzin Gyatso, remain in this world until the end of existence. Again, thank you for sharing your time, and please join me for the next session where you find out what is beautiful about it. Thank you.